the final Kubbe Award for the night is for Ron Brewster. And Ron, I'm going to invite you up here. I know he's a modest man, but especially wanting to be able to hear everything I say. So much of running an effective county party relies on people picking up certain jobs that they just get done. Ron's been the guy with the workshop and the paintbrush and the sheets of plywood. He's the guy that painted all those big white hand-painted signs that you saw all over the county. How many? Consider he painted 132 sides of 2x8 sheets. Consider painting both sides of a 4x8 sheet of plywood, 32 sheets of plywood. That's so much. An incredible job. He and Data did this, and just did a remarkable thing. But I want to give you a little bit of background on Ron. He got his master's degree in Madison back in 1968, worked 30 years in Edgerton in school counseling, retired down there, and then spent, I think, about 10 years, opened a carpentry business, and worked in that area, and then moved up here to the cabin with Doris, his wife, and son David, and then, of course, came up here and got involved right away here too, with the Democratic Party certainly, but also with Northern Star Theater. And I've got some remarks from Lynn Grassman to read for you tonight, Ron. I think Linda?
You're good friends with Lynn Grassman, right?
I think so.
I don't know how many of you know Lynn Grassman, but she is active participant in the Northern Star Theater board.
Very much original board member.
Original board member. And I knew they were friends when caught on to that one day when I heard her teasing him. It's like, just giving him crap, I guess. I don't know. It was obviously a really friendly relationship. So she wrote something for tonight. Ron Brewster is a master carpenter, actor, contributor, loyal fan, and friend. He came to northern Wisconsin after retiring from a career in public education in southern Wisconsin. Having contributed his talents to live theater in southern Wisconsin, Ron came to Northern Star Theater in Rice Lake as an experienced set designer and builder. Northern Star welcomed his expertise and he was soon referred to as North Star's master carpenter.
Without a degree.
Ron easily acclimated to our work on a shoestring budget, and for more than 16 years he worked miracles with wood, transforming a sheet of plywood into, among other things, a hotel balcony or a 2-story apartment. Northern Star soon discovered Ron was more than a nail bender. In fact, he marked his debut as an actor in Arsenic and Old Lace as an unfortunate victim of poisoning, adding acting to his many talents. Besides being Northern Star's master carpenter and actor, Ron and his family are loyal fans, contributor to the arts, and Northern Star is honored to call him a friend. I need to tell a story, kind of a story. Is that okay? Okay. Because Ron and I have been doing things. I was chairperson for a while, so I really got to know him then. First, I'm going to say some adjectives. You're just going to have to take this one. Practical, smart, kind, generous, amiable, easygoing, not too crusty, generous over and over, and Barron County Party Parade Float, signs and more signs, cookies and more cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Did you bring some tonight?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to share a memory that includes all of those words. Some time ago, our Barron County group had an old party parade float. It was a huge trailer. It was just one big sucker. It was just big. It could hold a bulldozer, I'm sure. But we made it, guys made it work, pulling it around. So then a little later, some vertical boards were added to it. I don't know, did you do that? Somebody did it. So we could put campaign signs all along it, or messages. You did it. You did it. Okay, so then it looked like a submarine on top of this trailer. Okay, and then later on, a donkey's head was added on top of that, right? Okay, so he did that. A chore. He said it was a chore. It was a very cheery, perky donkey's head, you know, the symbol of the Democratic Party. It was made of boards and plaster, paper mache, fiberglass, okay, and burlap. It was painted with, and then on its head it had a big toothy smile and bright eyes. And he did this work in partnership with Marge Lindemann, a dear member who passed away last October, and another.
She was the artist.
She was the artist. Okay, so here's Ron, really practical, you know, sawing away,
Just the
pounding.
opposite, right?
And she's just the opposite. She wanted to write things and pull.
Right angles and she liked curves.
She liked curves. So it was great to watch those two together, a merging of personalities and talents. But he worked with her. They worked together, they made it work, they got the job done, they made this float more fun. As long as that donkey was perky, it worked. Got sad after a while. So then they changed it again. But I just thought this is a pretty good sample of how he worked for us, for our group, with different personalities, doing jobs that needed to get down. And then he did all these signs, hundreds of signs, whiteboards all over the place in his workshop. I went down a few times to fill in the letters with a little bit of red, blue paint. I like blue. But he just did it, you know, and I usually showed up late because he had most of it done. He and David already had most of it done. But he just did it, hours of work, you know, not enough thanks for all the hours you put into it. But the other good part about going down there to paint with him and talk with him was getting the chocolate chip cookies, which we have all been getting, lots of chocolate chip cookies through the years. So I want to make sure they keep coming in these little, he always brought these plastic containers.
Oh, it's one of my boxes.
Boxes. And here's some more chocolate chips. Thank you for all you have done.
Ron Brewster, in appreciation of his generous gifts of time, carpentry skills, and many donations to the Barron County Democratic Party, its candidates, and elected officials.
That's overwhelming. Modest, you said that. Anyway, I'm just so happy to work with this group. It's so important what we're doing. I only wish I could work more. I used to do it all. I was political active chairman for 30 years at their high school in Edgerton. And I was able to do it all, and gradually as the years go on up here, I have to cut back and cut back and cut back. But my son loves to paint, and I like to lay stuff out, and together we spray paint now and don't have to do a lot of those little marks that we used to do for touch-up because we can use paint sticks and keep the utensils from underspraying, and so you don't have to do much touch-up anymore. So we learned a lot in the process. Anyway, it's just great to be able to do stuff, and I'm still able to do that, and I love doing it. And because of my hearing and my memory, it's a lot of other things I can't do anymore, so I'm just grateful that I can still do that. Just thank you very much, and keep up the good work, guys.